Long ago, in the heart of Africa, two great tribes shared one land, the Ngundu of the mountain and the Ndebe of the river. They were once brothers, but for more than 100 years, hatred burned between them like fire that never dies. It began when a sacred drum of the Ndebe was stolen by a Ngundu prince. War followed. Many died. The river ran red, and the ancestors wept. From that day, the elders declared a curse. Chief priest, deep voice. No Nundu shall drink from the river, and no Ndebe shall climb the mountain. The earth, sky, and even the animals obeyed the curse. When Ngundu men came near the river, crocodiles rose from the water. When Ndebe hunters climbed the mountain, leopards followed their scent until they vanished. Even the birds refused to sing where the two lands met. And so, silence fell between them for generations. A girl named Ayo, only 19, born of the Ndebe, often gathered herbs near the forbidden riverbank. Across the water, Prince Tari, heir of the Ngundu throne, trained with his spear. Rain builds up, thunder approaching. A storm broke. Children from both tribes were caught in the flood, their cries echoing through the valley. Without fear, Ayo leapt into the raging river. From the opposite bank, Tari did the same. They pulled the children to safety, and their hands met under the rain. Their eyes locked. The world stopped. They smiled, not as enemies, but as two hearts that finally saw each other. In secret, they met again and again beneath the old baobab tree. Fireflies danced between their whispered words. Owls watched from the branches, and in the distance the river and mountain murmured softly, as if the land itself remembered peace. Tari, gentle, worried. Ayo, the moon is our only witness. If they find out, they will kill you. Ayo, calm, brave. Then let them know I died for truth, for love is not a crime of the heart. But fate is a restless hunter, and secrets have wings. Soon, someone saw them together by the river, and the wind carried the news to both tribes. The elders summoned Tari to the great hut of judgment. Torches burned, faces were cold as stone. Elder Chief, Prince Tari, is it true that you have joined your heart to a daughter of the Ndebe? Tari, firm. It is true. Her name is Ayo. She saved our children when the river rose. She is kind and brave, more worthy of honor than any spear I have ever held. Gasps filled the hut. His father, King Ramatso, stood trembling. King Ramatso, my son, that river has drowned men for less. You would shame your ancestors for a woman of the enemy. Tari, no, father, I would honor them by ending their hatred. Murmurs spread among the people. Drums rumble softly. Chief priest, chanting. Hear the oath of our fathers, written in blood and ash. If any Ngundu drinks from the river, his spirit shall wander forever. If any Ndebe climbs the mountain, her body shall turn to dust. And if ever two hearts unite across the divide, death shall claim them both. Thunder rolls. Elder Chief, the curse is law. The lovers must die. Tari, defiant. Then let death find me beside her, for I would rather die for love than live in hate. Old wise woman, Nana, have your hearts turned to stone? Do you not remember the old days when the river and mountain shared one name? Our children played together, our cattle drank together, our songs echoed as one. The land was green, and no one went hungry. She looks around the council hall. Your Majesty, do not let fear bury the last seed of peace. Love is not our enemy, hatred is. If the ancestors sealed this curse, then perhaps it is love that will unseal it. Long pause. Wind and rain outside. The king bowed his head. He lifted his staff and spoke quietly. King Ramatso standing still. If death must come, let it come with truth. But if love is stronger than the curse, let the heavens decide. Before the chief priest could strike his staff, lightning split the sky and struck the baobab tree outside. Flames roared, then the rain fell harder. When the smoke cleared, Ayo and Tari still stood, untouched. The river began to rise, not in anger, but gently, winding toward the mountain's roots. Elephants trumpeted, birds returned to the sky. Even the crocodiles lifted their heads in peace. The curse was breaking. The ancestors had spoken. King Ramazzo, in awe. It was never the curse that bound us. It was our pride. Drums slowly join, one from each tribe. At sunrise, a rainbow stretched from the river to the mountain. For the first time in a century, the people of Ndebe and Ngundu stood side by side. The Ndebe women brought baskets of food. The Ngundu men brought cattle to drink. Children from both tribes splashed and laughed together in the water. Ayo and Tari stood hand in hand. The old woman, Nana, placed a crown of river reeds and mountain feathers upon their heads. Nana, softly, love has done what hatred could not. Remember, peace must be fed like a child, every sunrise, every season. Drums, laughter, and flute blend. When King Ramazzo's days ended, Tari became king, and Ayo, his queen. They ruled not over two tribes, but one, the Ngundebe nation. Each year, the people celebrated the festival of rain, where both tribes drummed together by the river that once divided them. The sacred drum, once stolen, was played again, not as a weapon, but as a song of peace. Whenever thunder rolled across the valley, the people smiled. They said it was the ancestors' applause, celebrating the day the river met the mountain. So remember their names, Ayo of the river and Tari of the mountain, because sometimes peace does not begin with kings or warriors, but with two hearts brave enough to love where they were told not to.